People at home are a bit sort of concerned about the lockdown, and there's a lot of people supporting it, a lot of people against it. Why would you say we shouldn't go into lockdown in the UK?
It doesn't work. It's quite simple. It doesn't work. And you finish up actually with a situation where the cure becomes worse than the disease itself. I mean, number one, national debt exploding, furlough being further extended. I mean, goodness knows, your age group, you're going to be paying taxes for decades to catch up on any of this. So that's the economic price of this. Oh, and by the way, all the little businesses, non-essential businesses and shops that are forced to close, do you know what will happen? People will just go to Amazon and order stuff. So the big guys win, the little guys and girls lose. How good's that? Not very. Health-wise, so we've had 43,000 deaths recorded from COVID. Do you know what the average age of death is? It's 82 years and 3 months. Now, I'm not being callous about the over 80s, far from it. But what I'm saying is the average death rate is higher than life expectancy. And what's really happened over the course of 2020 is tens of thousands of people have died with or from COVID. Effectively, they've died a few months earlier than they would have done. By the way, I mean, not that the care homes should have been treated the way they have. It's been a blooming disgrace. But what we're doing here is we're 75% down on lung cancer diagnoses. I've got a local diabetes trust in Kent that I'm friendly with. They've got 100,000 people in their books. Not one of them has been screened since March. So what does that mean for amputations, for blindness, for all of that? Same for heart disease. We can go on. More people will die because of a lack of diagnosis than will die with or from COVID-19. And then there's the whole aspect, dare I mention civil liberties? I mean, where the hell are we heading? I mean, all right, Parliament did have a vote yesterday, but most of it for the last 6 months been government by decree, government by diktat. And to see over 500 MPs voting for lockdown. Well, at least in America, there's been a debate about this, a proper open debate. You know, do we lock down or do we learn to live with this virus and wait for a vaccine? And I'm convinced we've got to learn to live with it. I think if people want to shield, they can shield. I'm astonished that things like the Great Barrington Declaration, signed by a lot of scientists, is almost being censored on social media. You know, you put out that you think maybe this is the right approach, and you find accounts being suspended. So it's real big state stuff. And the final point is for your age group. I mean, this virus really isn't much of a threat to your age group at all, and yet we've got people locked up in university halls. I mean, they might as well be in prison, and they're paying for the privilege of being there. And I just think, I mean, if I was your age, no, I'm not allowed to advocate breaking the law, am I? Well, you must make your own decisions. You must make your own decisions, but I'd be damned if I was 20 years old and I mean, I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. So I think Boris, Starmer and the others need to start feeling the pressure. And that's one of the reasons this week that I've decided. I mean, the Brexit Party was there for a purpose. It was to get Brexit. And we've got Brexit. We haven't got the final shape of it. We got Brexit. The most pressing issue of the day is lockdown. We are an anti-lockdown party. And if a lot of people say they're going to support it, we might get our politicians to rethink all of this. Because unless they feel the heat, the electoral heat and the pressure, that people won't vote for them. Because, I mean, is this the last lockdown? I don't think so. Is there going to be a vaccine by Christmas? I wouldn't have thought so. So you might find this is the first of many lockdowns that go on for goodness knows how long. So I would ask young people, stand up, make their voices.
We will make America great again.